My people, how's y'all doing today? Hope everything's moving all right in your life. Hopefully your Ramadan is moving smooth. Everything's paid for. You in good health, sound mind, sound spirit. I hope the best for you and your family. You believe that? I hope you do. I hope you do. Because I want for you what I want for me. Yeah. Yeah, I know what feels good and what feels terrible. Why would I want you to feel terrible if I was feeling terrible? That's petty. All right, today we're going to speak about some harsh things today, man. All right? We're going to speak about Satan, Iblis. We're going to speak about the jinn, the men, the idols, the dwellers of the desert, the hypocrites. And we're going to speak about hell. Yeah. Hell. We're going to speak about hell. We didn't already spoke about God, man, Jesus, the good things. Heaven, this, that. We didn't already spoke about all these things. Now let's speak about hell. The devil. Y'all boy. Y'all homeboy. Hey, what you going to do this time? Y'all homeboy. We going to learn about him. Because there's a lot of people who think hell not for real. Figment of the imagination. No. You see how bad it is here. You know that this is the sister of another hell. Believe it. This is no joke. There is a hell. And a lot of us will be there. I think I was on the path of making it there at one point. But I made a detour, okay? Because I ain't going for that. We talking about eternity, man. I ain't trying to do that. All right, let's get to the book. Ali, stand still. Don't knock over my stuff. I know you want to be near me, but you all in the way. It's my cat, excuse me. All right. Turn to chapter 14, Surah 22. Let's get it. I'm gonna break this down because y'all think hell's a joke. They like to do parades about it and all these parades. But for those who visited there, it's not a parade. It's not a fun time. But this is how they make hell appear. As a fun party, a parade. You see what happened with Brazil after they had Jesus out there with the cross at their parade. They got flooded. All right, turn to chapter 14, Surah 22. We're going to run through this real quick. 14:22. Okay, now, this is the devil. The devil speaks. He himself, the devil. He speaks a lot in this Quran. Let me read you what he says. This is called Truth is Confirmed, okay? Hear what your boy got to say about you. Check it out. And the devil will say, when the matter is decided, surely Allah promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you, then failed you. And I had no authority over you, except that I called you, and you obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot come to your help, nor can you come to my help. I deny you're associating me with Allah before. So this happened another time before this. You understand? I deny you're associating me with Allah before. Surely the unjust is a painful, surely for the unjust is a painful chastisement. The devil mentioned in this verse is none other than the proud misleader of the preceding one, Iblis, where the very words, "We had no authority over you," are put into the mouth of the leaders of evil from among men. Whenever a person is misled into an evil deed, he finds in the end that the promise of a good consequence for an evil deed was only a deception. The devil, or the leader of evil, only points out the evil way, and the evildoer follows that way. Do you hear what the devil then said to you? He said, I called you. I called you. Yeah, I did. I did. I called you to test your silly ass. Yeah, I called you, and you obeyed me. And I had no authority over you. Excuse me. He says, Allah promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you. Then I failed you. The devil ever fail you? You ever do a really evil deed and just lost in the end? And usually you would make out. You would usually make out with the bullshit that you do. You usually get away with it. But one time you didn't. That last time. How'd you feel when you was left alone with your evil, dealing with it? How'd you feel? You felt torn. You felt alone, right? Because he don't love you. He don't care for you. He uses you to spite his Lord, just to prove himself right. I can turn them against you. Watch me prove it. And when I do it, I don't give a hell about them. I deny ever knowing you. That's what he does. He denies ever you associating him with his Lord. Did you hear that? And you know, this is not the first time. He says, I deny you're associating me with Allah before this. This isn't the first time. So we have done it again. We always go to him because it's an easy get back. It's an easy come up with the devil. You get it right then and there. You don't got to earn it. It's just handed to you. And you know why he gives you it like that? Because whatever you receive in life and you don't earn it in no type of way, shape, or form, you abuse it. You abuse that which you have because you didn't earn it. You didn't grow no respect for it. It was just handed to you and you didn't know what to do with it. You just wanted it. So what did you do with it? You abused it. This is why my Lord doesn't give you what you want right then and there. Okay? He makes you earn it. Because when you earn it, you respect it. You adore it. Okay? Now, that's bad. One more time, I'm going to read it now. And the devil will say, when the matter is decided. So on judgment, we all standing before Allah. The matter is decided. Allah is trying. The matter is decided. It's over with. Surely, and this is the devil, surely Allah promised you a promise of truth. Yeah, he did. And I, the devil, promised you, then failed you. And I had no authority over you, except that I called you, and you obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot come to your help. Do you hear this devil? This mighty devil who runs all this, who gets away. I cannot come to your help. Check it out. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot come to your help, nor can you come to my help. And so the devil's in for it too. We can't aid him against Allah. Who can stand against Allah? Nobody. I deny your associating me with Allah before. Surely for the unjust is a painful chastisement. Okay, that one's done. Okay, so what does he do? He disavows his followers. He denies his followers on the day of judgment. And he gives you this empty promise of eminence and power. And to top it off, he will deny you ever knowing him. He denies you. He denies you in front of Allah. You're going to feel like a sucker, man. So the devil denies you. Then my Lord removes his light from you. Only thing left is to toss your butt in the fire, man. And that's it. That's the end of Brent. That's the end of Mike. That's the end of Sarah. Ain't no coming back. It's over with. Because of your silly ass stubbornness. Standing up for something that you have no knowledge of. But since everybody else is doing it, I'm going to do it. When everybody else is walking in the fire, linked in chains by the necks, you going to be in that link? You going to ride with them then? Turn to page 55. Chapter 55, Surah 15. And he created the jinn of a flame of fire. So, Iblis, this is the man that we was talking about just now. He's made of a flame of fire. He's not an angel. He's not made of light. And you ask, why was he up there with the angels when he made Adam? Because jinn was exalted. He was exalted by Allah. Because he was one of Allah's top soldiers. So he got to listen and see the creation of Adam in what they call this exalted assembly. Okay? Yeah. He was on high in a state that was exalted with the angels watching Adam's creation. So he's made of fire, intensely hot fire. Now, when you're dealing with fire, you're dealing with a fiery temperament, attitude, hot, anger, no mercy. You know, you ever meet a man like that? Like that man has a fiery temper. Like at the drop of a dime, he's upset. He's crying. He's this, he's that. He has a fiery temperament to him. Okay, all right, let's turn to page chapter 15, Surah 27. And surely we created man of sounding clay of black mud fashioned into shape, and the jinn we created before of intensely hot fire. And when thy Lord said to the angels, I am going to create a mortal of sounding clay of black mud fashioned into shape. So when I have made him complete and breathed into him of my spirit fall down, making obeisance to him. So the angels made obeisance, all of them. Get it? All the angels made alike, submitted to Adam. But Iblis did it not. He refused to be with those who made obeisance. He said, O Iblis, what is the reason thou art not with those who make obeisance? Iblis says, he said, I am not going to make obeisance to a mortal whom thou hast created of sounding clay, of black mud, fashioned into shape. He said, this is Allah, then go forth, for surely thou art driven away, and surely on thee is a curse till the day of judgment. Okay, do you hear that? So this was a little scene of what happened in heaven, told by Jibril, the angel messenger who wrote this book. He gives us sneak peeks on the unseen. This is what Jibril, that's why I love this book. Okay, so all the angels made obeisance to Adam with no problem. But Iblis, he was proud, and he was one of those, he was the first disbeliever. And you know, what did he say? This being made of fire, what did he say? I'm not going to submit to no black dirt fashioned in the shape. I'm made of fire. He's made of dirt, soil. Okay? Doesn't this sound like the dilemma between white and black people in America? It's symbolic. Remember, this book here is decisive, means no doubt in it. It's not indecisive, meaning you can't make a mind up. It's decisive, sure, no doubt. And it's allegorical, meaning symbolic. This gives the readers who want to argue against the book, this gives them energy to read it and argue about it, because the allegorical part, it can be used to mislead because it's symbolic. But the mastery of Allah is so great that he uses the scheming in a man's heart to make him read it. Because his first idea might be, I'm going to use this against them. But once they start reciting, they're done. That's off the topic. But check this out though, right? So basically, I just told you what it was, okay? And the jinn we created before Adam, of intensely hot fire. So before the earth was made, before Adam was made, Iblis ruled. Iblis ruled. And the earth was made of fire. 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 All right. Check this out. Check it out. Now, for an explanation of man's creation from dust, see, in man's creation from dust, there also seems to be a reference to his low and humble origin and his temperate nature, as opposed to another kind of creation of a fiery nature, which is called the jinn or the devil. The two words, jinn and devil, are frequently applied to men of a fiery temperament or rebellious nature, men who lead others to evil. This description of the creation of men and jinn in dust and fire, respectively, is no doubt an allegorical description of the nature of those who are submissive to the divine laws and those who rebel against them. And the allegory is carried on further in what is stated of the rebellion of the devil against Adam, the two being taken as prototypes of the two kinds of temperament. The two descriptions of the origin of man, his being made from clay that gives sound, and of mud that is fashioned into shape, refer to the two great characteristics which give man a superiority over other animals. there being a reference to the use of language in the clay that gives sound, and to the perfection of his make in the mud fashioned into shape. Were it not for the use of language in the perfection of his make, man could not have risen above the lower animals. It should also be noted that elsewhere the salsal is likened to fakra, I don't know that word, which means clay that has been baked, showing that the earth's surface itself has baked in fire. It was undoubtedly originally a lump of fire. The earth, it was originally a lump of fire until the law comes and say 6 periods of time, and he creates. Whew, this was a hot place, man. Right, you hear that? What's going on, y'all? Happy to have y'all on here. We reading the Holy Quran, not no Bible, not no Torah, not no gospel. All that's in here. If you want to know the truth and be quiet and follow, I'm just playing with you. What's up? My name Brent James, man. Welcome to the show. We talking about evil today. Evil. Yeah, y'all got to know about the devil in hell. I don't want to see y'all there, man. Nah. Okay. All right now. So we learn about the devil and his boys, the Iblis, right? Now check this out, right? Turn to chapter 53. A lot of knowledge, man, I give y'all, man. I watch these videos back and a tear come down, man. Like, my kids will watch this later on in life, you know? Powerful, powerful page. Powerful page. All right? Very grateful to my Lord. Yeah, man. All right. 53. Idols. No. Yeah. 53, 19 through 23. Okay. Certainly he saw of the greatest of his signs. No, just pay that no mind. Have you then considered Lot and Uzzah and another, the third, Manat? Are the females for you and for him the females? Are the males for you and for him the females? This indeed is an unjust division. They are not but names which you have named, you and your fathers. Allah has sent no authority for them. They follow but conjecture and what their souls desire. And certainly the guidance has come to them from their Lord. Okay, now who are these strong idols here? We spoke about devils, jinn. Now we're going to go to their idols. These were 3 hard-body idols of Noah time, man. Lot, Uzzah, and Manat. They were some, they were idols that Noah's people used to adore. They used to adore these idols. And it's called the polytheists. The polytheists. Those are they who worship idols. These are idol worshipers who make these idols with their own hands, give them names that they name their children with, and worship them. And it just don't make no sense at all. But this has been going on a long time. Now, and how many angels, I don't need to read that right now. Okay, so these are just Hold on for a minute. Where are they on here? Arabia, which comes about. Just give me a second, please. Divine favors. Okay, yeah, these were, I just wanted to point that out. Okay, well, just check that out. Remember these names: Lot, Uzza, Latuzza, Manat. These were three strong idols that Noah's people worship that led many astray. I wouldn't fuck with them at all, excuse my language, but my Lord's letting you know, he putting you hip. He putting you hip with them. Now, you heard about little idols. We know about them. Ain't nothing major. Now let's go. Let's speak about the dwellers of the desert. Desert dwellers. Desert Arabs. Desert Arabs. Turn to chapter 9. Chapter 9, 101. Alrighty, check it out. This section is called the hypocrites. Now, the Arabs that you see in the Middle East now, these are not the Arabians, the original Arabs, okay? They're not. Original Arabians are black, okay? Yeah, all right. Now check this one out, right? My Lord, he knows this. So he doesn't call them Arabs because they're not Arabs. He put a name before it. What's the word? And in quotation, something like that. But it tells you what desert Arabs. Desert Arabs. Okay, peep this out. The hypocrites and the foremost, the first of the immigrants and the helpers, and those who followed them in goodness. Allah is well pleased with them, and they are well pleased with him. And he has prepared for them gardens wherein flow rivers, abiding therein forever. That is the mighty achievement. Now, hear me out. And of those around you, of the desert Arabs. Check it out, I'm sorry. The hypocrites, then that one, check it out. And the defaulters from among the dwellers of the desert came that permission might be given to them. Check it out. Okay, I got you. Now let's do it. I got it. Desert Arabs and the defaulters from among the dwellers of the desert came that permission might be given to them. And they sat at home who lied to Allah and his messenger. A painful chastisement will afflict those of them who disbelieve. No blame lies on the weak, nor on the sick, nor on those who can find nothing to spend. If they are sincere to Allah and his messenger, there is no way to blame against the doers of good, and Allah is forgiving, merciful. Nor on those to whom they came to thee, that thou shouldest mount them. Thou didst say, I cannot find that on which to mount you. They went back while their eyes overflowed with tears of grief, that they could not find nothing to spend. The way to blame is only against those who ask permission of thee. Though they are rich, they have chosen to be with those who remained behind. And Allah has sealed their hearts, so they know not. They will make excuses to you when you return to them. Say, make no excuse. We shall not believe you. Allah has informed us of matters relating to you, and Allah and his messenger will now see your actions when you will be brought back to the knower of the unseen and the seen. Then he will inform you of what you did. They will swear by Allah to you when you return to them, so that you may leave them alone. So leave them alone. Surely they are unclean, and their refuge is hell, a recompense for what they earned. They will swear to you that you may be pleased with them. But if you are pleased with them, yet surely Allah is not pleased with the transgressing people. The dwellers of the desert are hardest in disbelief and hypocrisy. The desert Arab, the light-skinned beard, the dwellers of the desert are hardest in disbelief and hypocrisy, and most disposed not to know the limits of Allah has revealed to his messenger. And Allah is knowing, wise. So my Lord says, this is the limit. The messenger says, this is the limit. Don't cross this. You exceeding bounds. They say, to hell with your limit. We desert Arabs. We do we. Yeah. The desert Arab. You know. The dude at 7-Eleven. Quickie Mart. You know what I mean? Up in your hood. Him. Yeah. That never give nothing on the cuff. Yeah. You go there all year for years, and one day you may want a honey bun. Can I get it on the cuff? Sorry, but no. Yeah, that one. That desert Arab. That barred you out the store. That's the only store that's near your apartment. Now you gotta walk 2 million miles to go to get a beer or something. Huh? Yeah, they the ones that sell you the beer and the liquor here. The desert Arab. Yeah, you know him. We all got one. We all have a neighborhood liquor store with the desert Arab holding it down, right? Living upstairs, watching us outside, hustle, do our thing. And all you do is watch and study us. They adore us, but hate us in their adornment, because it ain't no love in their heart. Check it out. The dwellers of the desert are hardest in disbelief and hypocrisy. You know what that means? That they go the hardest in not believing in Allah, not obeying the messenger, not doing what Allah say, going in wrong error. They go hardest in that. They're the hardest in that path, homie. And hypocrisy means you're pretending, you're lying, you're just playing a role. Listeners for people who has not come forth to us yet. You just listeners for people, listeners for the sake of a lie. The dwellers of the desert are hardest in disbelief and hypocrisy, and most disposed not to know the limits of what Allah has revealed to his messenger. And Allah is knowing, wise. And of the dwellers of the desert are those who take what they spend to be a fine, and they wait for an evil turn of fortune for you, on whom the evil turn, and Allah, on them is the evil turn, and Allah is hearing, knowing. And of the desert Arabs are those who believe in Allah and the last day, and consider what they spend and the prayers of the messenger as bringing them nearer to Allah. Surely they bring them nearer to Allah. Allah will bring them into his mercy. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. So, of the desert Arabs, there are those who believe in Allah, who believe in the last day, who observes his duty, Okay? But most of them don't. There's always a little tiny sect of believers in the mix, but it just ain't enough to accept the whole community. You know what I mean? It just ain't enough. The desert Arab, the desert Arab. Okay. And of the dwellers of the desert are those who take what they spend to be a fine. A fine. What do they mean by that? Like, I know when I have a court, we say, you got court fines, and I pay a court fine to keep me free. Like. So is that the state of mind when they give money that is to keep them safe from harm? Like they hold on. They spend to be everything they spend is like a fine. Something like they owe. Do they feel that they feel that they owe us? Just like whites do. It's this deep guilt that colonizers inherit. It's this deep guilt. I don't know, maybe I went off the ladder a little bit on this one, but I'm just going with the spirit, all right? So, yeah, the desert Arabs, how y'all like them, huh? They're not our Arabs. No. They're not Arabians. They're Arabs. Desert Arabs. Belong in the desert. Desert. Yeah, we are tropical people. We took the best part of the earth, remember? We're not in the desert. We are, but it's a rainforest. It's a forest. It's a, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're tropical people. We're not desert people. Could be, but in our original state, we're tropical. Tropical. Trees, fruits, all this. Not void land. You know what I mean? No, we take the best part. Okay? You have that. Okay? Now check this out, right? Check it out. Excuse me. And the foremost, the first of the immigrants and the helpers, and those who followed them in goodness. Allah is well pleased with them, and they are well pleased with him. And he has prepared for them a garden wherein flow rivers, abiding therein forever. This is the mighty achievement. That's the mighty achievement of all Muslims. Our garden. That's what all this is for. All our deeds, everything that we do good, every time we lose, doing good, every time we make a fool of ourselves, helping people who don't appreciate our help, every time we just left there standing dumb, our garden in the unseen plants another seed, and we have another flower that grows, another sustenance that grows in our garden, which is unseen, being made for us through the good deeds that we do here now in this world, in this life. The garden is like storage. What are you going to store on behalf of your soul? You know, when you're in life and you move out your house, you ain't got nowhere to go. You're going to store all your prized possessions. You're going to store your prized possessions in the storage. But what if you ain't got no material, nothing? What are you going to store? What are you storing for your body? We got a storage for your material stuff. Where do you store the fruits of the spirit, the fruits of the good deeds? Where does the soul store that here in this life? It stores it in the unseen, in our garden. We all have a garden, man. All of us do. All right. Check it out. That is the mighty achievement. And of those around you, of the desert Arabs, there are hypocrites and of the people of Medina also. They persist in hypocrisy. Thou knowest them not. We know them. We will chastise them twice. Then they will be turned back to a grievous chastisement. And others have acknowledged their faults. Excuse me. They mixed a good deed with another that was evil. It may be that Allah will turn to them mercifully. Surely Allah is the forgiving, merciful. Take alms out of their property. Thou wouldest cleanse them and purify them thereby. And pray for them. Surely the prayer is a relief to them. And Allah is hearing, knowing. Know they not that Allah is He who accepts repentance from His servants and takes the alms, and that Allah, He is the oft returning to mercy, the merciful, and say, work. So Allah will see your work, and so will His messenger and the believers, and you will be brought back to the knower of the unseen and the seen. Then He will inform you of what you did. And others are made to await Allah's command, whether He chastises them or turns to them mercifully. And Allah is knowing, wise. And those who built a mosque to cause harm to Islam and to help disbelief and to cause disunion among the believers, and a refuge for him who made war against Allah and His messenger before. And they will certainly swear, we desired nothing but good. And Allah bears witness that they are certainly liars. Never stand in it. Certainly a mosque founded on observance of duty from the first day is more deserving that thou shouldest stand in it. In it are men who love to purify themselves, and Allah loves those who purify themselves. Is He then who lays his foundation on duty to Allah and His good pleasure better? Or he who lays his foundation on the edge of a cracking, hollowed bank? So it broke down with him into the fire of hell. And Allah guides not the unjust people. The building which they have built will ever continue to be a source of disquiet in their hearts, unless their hearts be torn to pieces. And Allah is knowing, wise. Woo! Meet the desert Arab. I mean, good gracious alive, right? Aren't they something else? Aren't they something else? Now you take what I read to you, what you heard, and you do the math on it. You dig into it. Okay? Yeah, I'm just giving you the brainstorm. But check it out, though. This is some good news right here that has nothing to do with our subject, but I'm going to lay it on you anyway. Surely Allah has, now this is called the faithful. The faithful. Okay? Excuse me. Surely Allah has bought from the believers their persons and their property. Theirs in return is the garden. They fight in Allah's way, so they are slay. So they slay and are slain. It is a promise which is binding on him in the Torah and the Gospel and the Quran. And who is more faithful to his promise than Allah? Rejoice, therefore, in your bargain, which you have made. And that is the mighty achievement. So, before we enter this body, my Lord bought it. This body is the person of Brent. This is my person, my body. My Lord bought it already. And all I got to do is just fight in his way. And you know, I can kill, yes, and I can get killed. And delivering the believers is binding on our Lord. It's a promise that he made to us in the Torah, in the gospel, and in this Quran. It's rare that you see these three words in the Quran next to each other. Torah, gospel, Quran. You know, that's just weird, but at the end it says mighty achievement. This is the mighty achievement. He bought our persons already. So you know if you chosen or not, you better do good. Because when you do bad, you're not like evil people. When they do bad, good comes to them. When good people do bad, we get double punishment, man. Man. We get double because we know better. We get double punishment. Why? Because we did the deed, the evil deed. And why? What else? Because we knew better. So we get double rather than we don't know and we just do the deed. And we don't know better. We don't know nothing. So you just get, yeah, you get it. All right. So he bought your persons, right? And we learn about the desert Arab. This is not the Arabian. It's not, okay? He puts them down in here. They hardest in disbelief. Look at them. Look at Dubai. Look at Ramadan right now. Look at the pilgrimage. It ain't nothing but you sell, I buy. Buying and selling. Whistling and clapping. This is a money time. Money time. Money time here. The desert Arabs, they turned Islam. When they became Shia, Sunni, and all that, they turned Islam to a religion of business, like the Christians did. Christians they started as a religion of monkery, with monks and priests in a cave, submitting to their Lord, one God, no Trinity. 300 years later, it's a religion of business. In Islam, in the East, a religion of business. Damn, excuse me. What they did was exactly what our Lord told them not to do, was don't sell my messages, y'all. Don't sell my messages, y'all. And don't sell it for a small price, man. And that's exactly what he did. All right. So, Iblis, the jinn, the idols, the desert Arab, the hypocrites, right? Now, check this out, right? Now, let me give you a peek of hell. A peek of hell, okay? Let me give you a peek. Turn the page, chapter 66, Surah 6. 666, ain't that something? Check this out. Now, this is the most hellish surah in the Quran, and it's chapter 66, verse 6. Go figure, right? My Lord is hard with these numbers. Even the number of the surah has meaning, powerful meaning. And when it's deep, it's deep. 66:6, let's do it. How's everybody doing on here today? I hope everything's all right. Excuse my eye, don't let it lead you astray. Excuse my stutter, don't let it hinder you. Just bear with me, okay? I'm a creepy, cooked up man, okay? Yes, I'm creepy as hell. It's all good. It's all good. Just bear with me. All right, let's get it. 66. 6. All right, check it out. O you who believe, save yourselves and your family from a fire whose fuel is men and stones. Over it are angels, stern and strong. They do not disobey Allah, and in that which he has commanded them, but do as they are commanded. O you who believe, make no excuses this day. You are rewarded only as you did. Okay, so this is basically telling you that, oh, you who believe, save your families, save yourselves first. Then your family from a fire whose fuel is men. So to give rise to the fire, you don't pour gas on it, you pour men on it. I guess we are gas. Gas meaning full of shit. So I guess we do add flame to the fire in the end. Us being full of shit in this world's life. Nope, you know? Excuse me, but this is how I got humor. Like I know how to do things like that. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Excuse me. Men are fuel. So the evil that's in man, the corruptedness that has been flowing through our veins, our blood, what we've been saying for our whole lives, are as fuel for flame. We're garbage. We're corruption manifest. So when we are thrown into flame, we give rise to it. We give rise on it. It's fuel. Our corruption fuels the flames of hell. Check it out. Save yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is men and stones. Stones and men are fuel. Over it are angels. Angels, not demons. Angels. Guards from Allah, not Satan, Iblis. He don't run that. My Lord runs hell. He created Satan. He was his best artist. The Bible say he was the leader of the orchestra of music. Satan, yeah, that's what the Bible say. Right? You know the guy with the band? Yeah, that's your boy. That denies your ass. That's him. All right? Angels, stern and strong. Stern and strong. You know why they gotta be stern and strong? Because we're gonna be trying to get up out of there. We're gonna be trying to talk our dumb shit that we got over with here on earth. But down there, man, listen, man. Okay. Allah. Do that. Okay, now check that out. So we got a little sneak peek of that one right now. Turn to page 4, chapter 4, 56. Always at my door listening and shit. Check it out. 456. All right. Those who disbelieve in our messages, we shall make them enter fire as often as their skins are burned. We shall change them for other skins, that they may taste the chastisement. Surely Allah is ever mighty, wise. And those who believe and do good deeds, we shall make them enter gardens wherein flow rivers to abide in them forever. For them therein are pure companions, lovers, and we shall make them enter a pleasant shade. You hear that? We got lovers up in the garden, you heard? A companion, a pure companion. Yeah, a woman where no man, no jinn has touched them. A man where no woman or jinn has touched that man. Pure companions. Yeah, but those with a fire, check it out. Those who disbelieve in our messages, we shall make them enter fire. As often as their skins are burned, we shall change them for other skins. Y'all know what that read, right? Do I gotta elaborate on that? Every time your shit burn off, he gives you a new set of skins so you can do it all over again. Imagine continuously burning. And when it's over, you're totally consumed, looking like a fricassee. Suddenly, your skin grows back. And here comes the fire again, poured on you. Lava. Ain't that something? And skins grow back. Yeah, it's a redundant pain. Yeah, very repetitive, man. Imagine that. Skin burn off, skin grow back. Skin burn off, skin melt off my bone, it grow back. I don't want to go through that. I don't. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. All right. Chapter 78. 78, 21 through 22. Surely hell lies in wait, a resort for the inordinate, living therein for long years. They taste not therein coolness nor drink, but boiling and intensely cold water. Requital corresponding. Surely they feared not the reckoning, and rejected our messages, giving the lie thereto. And we have recorded everything in a book. So taste, for we shall add to you nothing but chastisement. Surely hell lies in wait, a resort for the inordinate, living therein for long years. This is hell. In it, they taste not coolness nor drink, but boiling and intensely cold water. Requital corresponding. Surely they feared not the reckoning, and rejected our messages, giving the lie thereto. And you know what? You can't say nothing, because we have recorded everything in a book. So taste, knucklehead, for we shall add to you nothing but chastisement. I don't need to elaborate with that, right? No. You guys know, I'm reading clearly, but ain't that something? Boiling intensely cold water, requital corresponding, no coolness nor drink, long years, in the fire. Listen, and check it out. Chapter 2, 161. Okay. Those who disbelieve and die while they are disbelievers, these it is on whom is the curse of Allah, and the angels and men, of all of them, abiding therein. Their chastisement shall not be lightened, nor shall they be given respite. And your God is one God. There is no God but He. He is the beneficent, the merciful. Except those who repent and amend and make manifest the truth. These it is to whom I turn mercifully, and I am the oft returning to mercy, the merciful. Those who disbelieve and die while they are disbelievers. Don't die as a disbeliever, please. Don't do that. What is so hard about accepting Allah as your Lord, believing in him and his judgment, and being good. What's so hard about that? You can still go on with your dumb shit, but why can't you just accept that and just let that grow on you? Just try it out. See if it fit. Try it out. I believe in Allah, his judgment, and his resurrection, and I'm going to be good and unto others. How hard is that, man? All right. Those who disbelieve die while they are disbelievers, these it is, whom is the curse of Allah and the angels and men, of all of them. So those who die as disbelievers in hell, they are those who are cursed by Allah and the angels and men and women that are in hell with them. So you're singled out down there as well in a major way. So the punishment just never seems to stop here, man. Okay. The curse of the angels. So we didn't heard about fuel of hell, punishment of the fire, hell ambush, curse of the angels, keepers over it, stern and strong. Angels is keepers. Now let's turn to chapter 15. (15) 28 through 31. All right. And when thy Lord said to the angels, I am going to create a mortal of sounding clay and black mud, fashioned into shape. So when I have made him complete, just bear with me. So when I had made him complete and breathed into him of my spirit, fall down, make obeisance to him. So the angels made obeisance, all of them together. But Iblis did not. He was refused. He refused. Check it out. 35. Chapter 35. Sorry about that. Chapter 35. 1. Check it out. Okay. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, the originator of the heavens and the earth, the maker of the angels, messengers, flying on wings, 2 and 3 and 4. He increases in creation what he pleases. Surely Allah is possessor of power over all things. Whatever Allah grants to men of his mercy, there is none to withhold it. And what he withholds, none can grant thereafter. And he is the mighty, the wise. Surely the devil is your enemy, so take him for an enemy. He only invites his party to be companions of the burning fire. Those who disbelieve, for them is a severe chastisement, and those who believe and do good, for them is forgiveness and a great reward. Praise be to Allah, the originator of the heavens and the earth, the maker of the angels, messengers, flying on wings, 2 and 3 and 4. Messengers, flying on wings. Ain't that something, huh? 2, 3, 4 wings. The representation of angels as possessing wings is met with in sacred history. But the Jonah, or wing of an angel, by no means indicates the 4 limbs of a bird, which fit in for flight. It is a symbol of power, enabling these immaterial beings to execute their functions. And in Arab, yeah, and in Arab, the word Jonah stands for power. As you say, Huwa, Masaf al Jonah. He has the wing clipped, meaning he is one who lacks strength or power or ability, or he is impotent. Angels are here spoken of as having 2, 3, or 4 wings. Is there a reference here to the rakas of prayer, which are 2, 3, and or 4 in number? The morning prayer consists of 2 rakas, the Maghrib of 3, and the 2 afternoon prayers, and the Isha of 4 rakas. In prayer, man holds communion with Allah and is raised to spiritual eminence. He, as it were, flies to Allah, is on his wings, and the angels are the agents, and the angels are the agents which make him fly to Allah. Their wings thus standing for the rakas of prayer. I don't agree with Maulana on this. I think the wings stand for the wings. There's 2 sets, there's 3, and there's 4. Okay, yeah, it's just what my Lord said. 2 wings, 3 and 4. Yeah, straight up. Now, it could also mean this, rakas, prayer, but whatever. But yeah, this is proof of flying wings, flying angels. It's rare. This increase, the increase in creation may refer in a general sense to the new creation which is going on momentarily in this universe. Or there may be a reference here to the increase in the number of the elect, which was to be brought about through the prophet. Or still again, the meaning may be that the power of the angels is not limited to 2, 3, or 4 wings. For there are angels of mighty power, like Jibril, who is spoken of as having 600 wings. Whew. All right. We reached our hour. I'm going to go take a 2-3 minute break. I'm going to come back and I'm going to read some comments. And we're going to wrap it up with the conclusion of all this evil. Peep it. I'll be right back. Turn this heat on, boy. What? Hey, y'all. Happy spring, man. We made it through the winter. Be right back. Bear with me. Don't you bail out on me now. Don't you bail out on me. Ain't nothing else out there on them other channels. Ain't nothing. Same shit as it was last night. All right. Wait till y'all hear the rest of my lesson, boy. It all comes down to the children of Israel. I'll put it like that. Because you gonna see. I'm telling you, it's heavy. Let's see. Let me see how I got some new people on here today. I got 5. Thank you for all my viewers, seen and unseen. Okay? I know you don't want to be seen. It's okay. As long as you hear me and you see me, that's fine. All right? No filters. This is my skin. This is my face. I'm gruesome. So, hey, let's see. The Father calls Jesus God in Hebrews. Son of coal. That's right. Let me see. The Father calls Jesus God in Hebrews. So this man said, God called Jesus God in Hebrew. That's deep. Spirits wear masks too, just like any other person. Heavy. Y'all know Jesus? Bonehead. Yeah, we know him. Christ is God in here. Woo, okay. You gonna burn, baby. You gonna burn. Surah 65:4. I'll look that up for you, all right, my boy? My man? Sorry about that. I don't call men boys. 65:4. I'll do that for you. No problem, Bonehead. I got you, Bonehead. Yeah. Bonehead, he gave me the Earl. He earling on me. It's making you sick, here it is, huh? Yeah, man. We talking about your people, the devil. That's your boy. Seek the true living God, Jesus Christ. Okay, Bonehead. Y'all silly pagan rock kisses. Ooh, rock. What rock do we get? Ain't that the Jews? Don't the Jews put their hand on the wall and you got it all fucked up? That's what happened when you talking out your ass, when you talking out your neck. You just say any goddamn thing. Anything you feel, you say. It ain't thought through, it ain't processed. It just comes from the ass out the mouth. It don't come out the belly. It come out the ass. Because y'all full of shit. You just talking shit. But I got the answers for shit questions. I'm the one. And once again, I don't block. I do not block on here. Say what you please. Please do. Uthram burned the original Quran. Uthman burned the original Quran. Is that right, Bonehead? Ooh, wee. There are many different Qurans. Yeah, but only one revelation of Allah. I understand there's different translations. Different men are different races and cultures. So they have different words. It's called synonyms. Yeah, word meaning a word. This word be the same word as it. Different people, different. But the discerning spirit, if you have it in you, will tell you the truth, will lead you right. But you don't know about that because you a bonehead. There is only one Quran. It is. There's only one revelation of Allah. That argument is futile. There are many different Bibles. Go ahead, Nayal. J.D. Vance in the building. Bonehead. What? Oh, you got what? J.D. don't understand you? You got a problem, Bonehead. J.D. understand all of it, dog. When you flabbergast J.D. on here, you got something with you, man. You might be on to something. JD's tough. There's no such thing as an Arab. That's right. Or Arabian. Oh, it's not. There's no such thing as no Caucasian, right? No European. There's no such thing as a what they call the what do they call? The Ashkenazi Jew. Ashkenazi. The original name was, oh, Jesus Christ, Creator of Desire. Check it out. I'll read the rest. You guys do your thing. Let me get back to this, right? Now, we're going to do this last final. Okay? We're going to end it with this. Then I'll answer all y'all at the end. We'll have a little talk about what happened today, okay? But let me get this over to y'all. Turn to chapter 7, 163. 7, 163. Seven 169. Okay, let me read this to you. This is called Israelites' transgressions. And I'm going to break this down to you. This is where the Israelites messed up. But check it out, though. I'm going to break it down. Okay. And asked them about the town which stood by the sea, when they violated the Sabbath, when their fish came to them on their Sabbath day on the surface, and when it was not their Sabbath, they came not to them. Thus did we try them, because they transgress. And when a party of them said, why preach you to a people whom Allah would destroy, or whom would chastise with severe chastisement? They said, to be free from blame before your Lord, and that happily they may guard against evil. So when they neglected that whereof they had been reminded, we delivered those and forbade evil. No, we delivered those who forbade evil, and we overtook those who were iniquitous with an evil chastisement, because they transgressed. So when they revoltingly persisted in that which they had been forbidden, we said to them, be as apes, despised and hated. And when thy Lord declared that he would send against them to the day of resurrection those who would subject them to severe torment, surely thy Lord is quick in requiting, and surely he is forgiving, merciful. And we divided them into the earth into parties, and we divided them in the earth into parties. Some of them are righteous, and some of them are otherwise. Some of them are righteous, and some of them are otherwise. And we tried them with blessings and misfortunes, that they might turn. Then after them came an evil posterity, who inherited the book, taking the frail goods of this low life and saying, it will be forgiven us. And if the like good came to them, they would take it too. Was not a promise taken from them in the book that they would not speak anything about Allah but the truth? And they study what is in it. And the abode of the hereafter is better for those who keep their duty. Do you not then understand? And as for those who hold fast by the book and keep up prayer, surely we waste not the reward of the reformers. And when we shook the mountain over them as if it were a covering, and they thought that it was going to fall down upon them, hold on firmly that which we have given you, and be mindful of that which is in it, so that you may guard against evil. Now, this part here, and we divided them into the earth in parties. Some of them are righteous, and some of them are otherwise, not completely evil, but other than good, moderate course type people, stay in the middle type people, neither hot nor the cold, neither, okay? Now, here's the part that we all really need to investigate. Because we're speaking about the children of Israel here. My Lord divided them into the earth in parties. Some of them are righteous and some of them otherwise, right? Now, then after them, after the children of Israel fell, right? Then after them came an evil posterity. Posterity means an evil generation, a people with a way. Then after the Israelites, right? Then after them came an evil posterity who inherited the book. The book meaning the Quran. The Quran, that which distinguishes truth from falsehood, a guidance, a mercy. They inherited this book, and with the knowledge of this book, they took the frail goods of this low life. So their generation came that was an evil generation who inherited the book, who wanted the frail goods of this low material life. These were people who were driven by desire, by their low desires. Everything that has to do with the stomach and down. We talking appetite of the stomach, hunger. We talking about sexual passions of the penis and the vagina. These are low people, low desire, low life people. High life people deal with matters of the heart and the mind. Okay, low life people deal with matters of urges and sexual passions. Okay, these are the people who inherited the book, and with the book they used it to take the frail goods of this material world, and it will be forgiven. And they say it will be forgiven. So the people who inherited the book took all these frail goods out the earth, wealthy in the earth. And when we say, how are you going to do that? You stealing from the people, you lying to us, you doing us wrong, you leading us wrong. They say it will be forgiven. Who do they sound like? They sound like Christians. They sound like people who think that their sins are forgiven. When they say it will be forgiven. Because in their mind, Jesus died for their sins. So there's no consequences for taking the material, low life goods of this world. Check it out. Then after them came an evil generation, posterity, who inherited the book, taking the frail goods of this low life and saying, it will be forgiven us. And if the like good came to them, they would take it too. Was not a promise taken from them in the book, Israelites, that they would not speak anything about Allah but the truth? And they study what is in it. And the abode of the hereafter is better for those who keep their duty. So these are the Israelites. But a sect of them, Israel, right? Don't we got them up in Israel, huh? Listeners for people who we don't know, but my Lord knows them. Remember he said that earlier? Remember when my Lord said, we know them. We know them. This is them. You heard? So then after them came an evil generation, Jews, Israel, who inherited the book, taking the frail goods, saying it will be forgiven because Jesus died for our sins. And if the good came to them, they would take it too. Who are these people? Why would they say, us doing y'all wrong will be forgiven? Where did that come from? It came from Christianity. But later it says, was not a promise taken from them? And yes, a promise was taken when Allah made the covenant with the children of Israel. Serve no God but me and fear me. And speak not a lie about Allah. Speak only the truth. These were commandments. that Allah gave to these knuckleheads in the beginning to the Israelites. So of them came an the evil generation we dealing with now, with the war going on now, who inherited the book, taking the frail goods and saying it will be forgiven. So Israelites, they called themselves Israel. You know what Israel means? Those who wrestle with God. Because Jacob wrestled with the angel, allegedly. He wrestled. Why do you wrestle with God? I don't wrestle with my Lord. He destroys me and make me submit, and I ask for mercy. Why do you wrestle? Why do you choose to wrestle? Your arms too short to box with God. Can't box with Allah. Then they want to lie and say that the mountain was allegorical. It was an actual mountain. And when we shook the mountain over them as if it were a covering, and they thought that it was going to fall down upon them. Hold on firmly that which we have given you, and be mindful of that which is in it, so that you may guard against evil. Let me read one more thing, and then I'm going to end it with this. I'm running out. Check it out. This is called evidence of divine impress on man's nature. And when thy Lord brought forth from the children of Adam, from their loins, their descendants, and made them bear witness about themselves. Am I not your Lord? Yes, my Lord. They said, yes, we bear witness, lest you should say on the day of resurrection, we were unaware of this. So, of the children of Adam, which is me and you, like earlier when we read when Allah bought our persons, this is a part of that buying us. This is a part of that ransom of us. Our Lord brought forth from the children of Israel their loins and their descendants and made them bear witness of themselves. We are servants of Allah. We bear witness, the children of Adam. We did do this, so we can't go back on our word, on our covenant. We don't renege on our covenants, the offspring of Adam, the offspring of Noah, the offspring of Abraham, and the offspring of Amram. 4 great nations, great bloodlines. Or less you should say, only our fathers ascribed partners to Allah before us, and we were their descendants after them. Wilt thou destroy us for what the liars did? And a lot of us, since we so lazy, we do what our parents do. Well, this is what my dad did. He worshiped idols, and I see how him worshiping this idol that made him a wealthy man. So I follow what I found my father following. I won't question what he's into or nothing. I'm going to just follow what he followed, because you get what he got when you follow what he worshiped. So let me follow that idol there, because he brings all this. What are you? Are you a material girl, or immaterial man, or spiritual man? You a material girl or a spiritual man? Choose, man. Material girl living in a material world. And thus do we make the messages clear, and that happily they may return and recite to them the news of him to whom we give our messages, but he withdraws himself from them. So the devil follows him up, and he is of those who perish. Now, my Lord has messengers that he put messages on their heart that they have to tell the world, but they shook. They don't got no confidence, or their sin overwhelms them, right? And they withdraw themselves, and they don't give what my Lord gave them. And when they do that, when they hide their gift, when they hide their message, the devil follows his ass up. And he becomes one of those who perish. Because, listen, being a messenger, being a servant, being one that's chosen comes with responsibility and a duty that you must exercise. And when you don't, it destroys you. Yeah. Because my Lord tells us over and over again, spend out of what we have given you. Spend out of what we have given you. Spend it. Like you spend money to buy like your food. Spend your, spend your heart. What you like on, you know what I'm saying? Spend on that. You know what I mean? Give, basically spend, give. What makes you feel good? Give that too. It might make somebody else feel good. Don't be greedy. A lot of y'all is greedy, man. Like if you share it, you'll lose it. No, it just doubles up on you when you share it, man. You get more out of Allah's grace when you share it, not hold on to it. A lot of people hold on to their gifts and they end up losing it. Or they gift gets turned on them and it turns into a curse. Spend out of what your Lord has given you. And if we had pleased, we would have exalted him thereby. But he clings to the earth and follows his low desire. His parable is as the parable of the dog. If thou drive him away, he laws out his tongue. And if thou leave him alone, he laws out his tongue. Such is the parable of the people who reject our messages. So relate the narrative that they may reflect. Evil is the likeness of the people who reject our messages and wrong their own souls. He whom Allah guides is on the right way, and he whom he leaves in error, they are the losers. And certainly we have created for hell many of the jinn and the men. They have hearts wherewith they understand not, and they have eyes wherewith they see not, and they have ears wherewith they hear not. They are as cattle, nay, they are more astray. These are the heedless ones. And Allah's are the best names, so call on him thereby, and leave alone those who violate the sanctity of his names. They will be recompensed for what they do. And of those whom we have created is a community who guide with truth and therewith do justice. One more thing. The coming of the doom. The coming of the doom. The coming of the doom. Ready? Let's do it. And those who reject our messages, we lead them to destruction, step by step, whence they know not. And I grant them respite. Surely my scheme is effective. Do they not reflect that there is no madness in their companion? Ain't no madness in me. Or Muhammad. He is only a plain warner. Yeah, I am. Do they not consider the kingdom of the heavens and the earth and what? Do they not consider the kingdom of the heavens and the earth and what things Allah has created, and that it may be that their doom has drawn nigh? In what announcement after this will they then believe? Whomsoever Allah leaves in error, there is no guide for him, and he leaves them alone in their inordinacy, blindly wandering on. They ask thee about the hour. When will it come to pass? Say, the knowledge thereof is with my Lord only. None but he will manifest it at its time. It is momentous in the heavens and the earth. It will come to you, but of a sudden. They ask thee if thou wert solicitous about it. Say, its knowledge is with the law only, but most people know not. Say, I control not benefit or harm for myself, except as the law please. And had I known the unseen, I should have much of good, and no evil would touch me. And I am but a warner and the giver of good news to a people who believe. All right. Salam. All right, right. So we talked about Satan, Iblis, right? The jinn, the dwellers of the desert Arabs, the hypocrites. And we spoke about hell. A lot of hell, how it's fuel of hell, the punishment of the fire, the ambush of angels guarding hell's gates, the curse of the angels, the keepers of hell, Iblis in hell, the wings, angels' wings, angels help man. And lastly, we spoke about the Israelite transgression, how an evil posterity inherited the book after the children of Israel. An evil, more evil than them. And these are the people who run our world now. And my Lord is dealing with them as we speak. You know, we have to destroy this system. This is what's going on now. America is being destroyed in its system. We're seeing the destruction of America. But in this destruction comes new creation. New creation. So, we're starting off this year with the Quran, with truth. Because it's a new year and we are growing into a new creation. We're not believing lies no more. We're not just going off a hearsay. We're not just all about being entertained and you have my money and my attention as long as you entertain me. Forget that. It's time to wake up. We need guidance and we need truth. And this book handles all that. Let's read what my people is saying to me. Check it out. See the ultimate burn. What happened to Ice? I got F on here. What happened to Ice-T? Bonehead. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel. Get some knowledge out of the Muslim Ishmaelite, not Israelite. I'm an Ishmaelite. I'm out the line of Ishmael. Bonehead, White Jesus, the original name of Jesus Christ from Kratos. Desert Maraba. Check it out. They were not black. The climate has not changed from centuries ago to now, but they got that right. Length of your forehead. Yeah, my forehead is kind of long on this joint. Especially when I do it like that, it turns into like a 5 head. You got that one. You got that one, OG. Kanan, you got that one, dog. You got that one. Let me write this down. Flame Kanan. Yeah. I'm gonna get you back with that one, dog. Getting on my head. I got you, dog. I got you on the next video. I'm waiting for you to slip. I'm gonna roast your ass, Kanan. You got me, dog. You got me. When a man's right, he's right. My head is long distance. Check it out. Dissing on looks is one of the weakest things. Check it, my boy. Check it, my boy. Ah, that's my boy. I got believers everywhere. You heard? I don't need to say shit. My people's got me. You feel me? Long brain, long knowledge. You heard? My man said, dissing on looks is one of the weakest pussyfied punk things. No, weakest things, especially in debate. It is, man. When they start giving you insults, that's basically their white flag being waved, man. You know, they're done, man. Now it's all about, it ain't the great debate no more. It's about the great threatening. Now what they do, when you beat them with truth and facts, they come with threats now. So now it's not about the debate. It's about, nigga, I'll kill you. Nigga, I'll beat your ass if you prove me wrong again. I'm going to threaten you. Yeah, I'm saying? That shit don't work with me. It don't work with me. I don't care how mean you look. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I just look at it, you just looking ugly. You scare little kids with that face. You don't scare grown man, nigga. You just an ugly mom. You know what I mean? Excuse my language, I'm alone. Dissing on looks. Y'all kids in the chat. Let them know, Stacy. Let them know. But we gonna raise them up. We gonna raise them up. You gotta let them speak their foolishness first. Once that get out them, and then the real comes. The real comes. That's how I see it. You know? Stop chat. You know what I'm saying? Dissing one when you can hide. Dissing on one when you can hide. Yeah. Stacy, you on my team, homie. I like your vibe. You should come and subscribe. Listen, man, I'm at 299 subscribers, right? I was at a standstill at 268, 269 for a long time. But since I started making these videos, y'all been showing me mad love, yo. And I really, really appreciate it. And this is not about no money. This is not a money channel. This feeds my confidence. Basically, I'm not lying. Not my ego, okay? The subscribers and the likes, it feeds my confidence. It makes me want to dig more into my study and discover more truth and share it with y'all. It do. You know, I study on my own, but you know, I study with y'all too. When I'm on here, like I'm studying too, man. You know what I mean? This is for us. I'm just reading, and I didn't know how to read my whole life until 3 years ago. Yeah, I was a little retard, man. I was in them slow classes in school. In Baltimore, they called it DEC. And those words stood for dumb, educated children. Ain't that some shit? No, that ain't what it stands. That's what we made it up to be. We made it up to be dummy educated children and dummies eating cornbread, dummies eating chicken. You see how grimy Baltimore was in the early 90s, man? It was tough, but I'm slow. But check this out. I learned how to read, man. Started in prison, but I mastered it when I got my apartment out here where I'm at. And this is the only book that I read in my life, the Holy Quran. You know what I mean? Yeah, completely. You know? Yeah, straight up. I looked at it like all I got to know is know how to add. I don't need to know how to read. All I got to know how to add and subtract, and I'm good. But no, man, I made a lot of slips in my life pretending I knew what I was reading and signing something that would put me in a mental institute for 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, stuff like that. That's how you want to learn how to read. For real, man. Read Romans 5:16. I got the Bible too. I wrote it down. Okay. 5:16. Yo, I'm here to learn off y'all too. That's why I write this shit down, man. I'm not like any other the people that do the part. They don't even pay y'all no fucking mind. And if you get out of line, you just get blocked, and that's the end of that. They don't never answer you nothing. I don't know what people think when they have a podcast. I don't know. They go, they turn to Hollywood real quick. Like you need special hype access for them to respond to you personally. Like, come on, man. Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy with your little YouTube, right? YouTube, right? Bro, this shit is recreational purposes, man. Shame on you if you charging people, to hear your message. And the majority of these channels is they discuss other people's channels. Like, it's not even original work. It's not like original idea. They're gossiping about some other channel or what they don't like. They giving their thoughts on other shit in the world. And that's cool, man. But listen, man, listen. I'm going to use this tool. I'm going to use this channel. I'm going to use this frequency, because that's what a channel is. I'm going to use this frequency for good, to help my people get right with their spirit and truth. Yeah. James, can you read Sally 51:34? Chapter 51, Surah 34. Marked from thy Lord for the prodigal. This is the whole thing. I don't know if you joking around or not, but whatever, man. I'm going to take it seriously. Here we go. He said, what is your errand, O messenger? They said, we have been sent to a guilty people, that we may send upon them stones of clay, marked from thy Lord for the prodigal. Then we brought forth such believers as were there. Then we brought forth such believers as were there. And we found there but a single house of Muslims. So we're talking about Sodom, Gomorrah, Abraham, and Lot's people. Among Sodom and Gomorrah was only one house of Muslims, and that was more than likely Lot and Abraham. But check it out. And we found there but a single house of Muslims, and we left therein a sign for those who fear the painful chastisement. And in Moses, when we sent him to Pharaoh with clear authority, but he turned away on account of his might and said, an enchanter or a madman. So we seized him and his host and hurled them into the sea, and he was blamable and an odd. When we sent upon them the destructive wind, it spared nothing that it came against, but it made it like ashes. So these are all hints. We go in that land now and we see structures that appear as ashes. We'll know these are odds people. And in Thamud, when it was said to them, enjoy yourselves for a while, but they revolted against the commandment of their Lord. So the punishment overtook them while they saw. So they were unable to rise up. Nor could they defend themselves. And these were giants, man. These were the best of make. So they were unable to rise up. So nor could they defend themselves. And the people of Noah before Thamud. Before Thamud was Noah's people. Before, surely they were a transgressing people. Let me go on. And the heaven, we raised it high with power, and we are the makers of the vast extent. Do you hear that? and the heaven, we raised it high with power, and we are the makers of the vast extent. And the earth, we have spread it out. How well we prepared it. And of everything, we created pairs, so that you may be mindful. So flee to Allah. Surely I am a plain warner to you from him. And do not set up others with Allah, and do not set up with Allah another God. Surely I am a plain warner to you from him. Thus there came not a messenger to those before them, but they said, an enchanter or a madman. This is how they get rid of the messengers. They slander them. They call them madmen, like they're retarded like me. They call them unlearned men. They call them enchanters, magicians. You know, they call them poets. You know, anything except calling them the truth. You know what I mean? Have they charged each other with this? Nay, they are an inordinate people. So turn away from them, for thou art not to blame. And remind, for reminding prophets the believers. And I have not created the jinn and the men, except that they should serve me. You hear that? My Lord says, and I have not created the jinn and the men except for what? That they should serve me. So when you worship men and jinn, they worship Allah. This is the big bang here. They serve him. So you ask yourself, why would my Lord make creatures that do wrong to other people? He didn't make them like that. They became that when they went astray. So he lets them go on with their sin to add to their sin. He explains it all in here. I mean, there's an explanation for everything in this book. It says it. Okay. Now, and I have not created the jinn and the men except that they should serve me. And I desire no sustenance from them, nor do they desire that they should feed me. My Lord says, I desire no food from my creation, nor do I desire that they should feed me. So that's, hey, I desire no sustenance. So he wants nothing from them. They owe him nothing except observance of their duty, and they do that or not. I desire no sustenance from them. Jinn and men, all these created things, we don't feed our Lord. He's called what they call self-subsisting one. The self-subsisting one. That means he subsists by himself. You don't feed him. He feed you. He feed me. Surely Allah is the bestower of sustenance, the Lord of power, the strong. Surely the lot of the wrongdoers is as it was the lot of their companions. So let them not ask me to hasten on. Woe then to those who disbelieve, because on that day of theirs, which they are promised. All right, man. I read it for you, man. I read it for you. Jesus is God. Jesus Christ died for our sins. Henry. No, Henry. No. So the man who molested the baby and then killed the baby, did he die for him? Does he go to heaven and enjoy? No. No. He gets punished. Yep. Demons run a train on his asshole in hell all day, all night. Yeah, that's what happens to him. Yeah, man. No, he didn't die so you can sin freely with no consequence. Who the fuck thinks like that? Except a retard. Really, like, people need to grow up out of that. He died for my sins. It don't even sound like a loving thing. Like, he know you a piece of shit before you even born. So he died for you before you even become a piece of shit. Is that love? Or is it pity? No, that makes man look like a lost cause, man. It really do. For someone to die, you can't find nobody to live for you. Nonetheless, somebody to die for you. Come on, man. Let's do the math, man. Grow up out of that. Too old for that shit, Henry. You got an old man's name. So you know what I mean? Come on now. You born in the 70s, man. You know better. This man didn't die. Did not he raise Lazarus? Did not he have resurrection powers? Did not my Lord say I exalted him in my presence? Did not he return 3 days later? Did not Thomas put his hand in the spear wound in his ribs? Did he not ask the disciples for food? Did he not walk with them to Galilee? Did he not appear as a gardener to Mary in the book? So where is he dead at? So if he died for your sins and he resurrect 3 days later, does that terminate the dying for sins? Let's think this through, goddammit. Because I don't want to be looking down when I'm in my garden. I don't want to look down and see Henry from YouTube. I don't want that. Or JD. You know I got you, JD. Hunter, sure, buddy. Enemy laughed my ass sacrifice for 3 days. Yeah, right. God is all powerful and all knowing. Why did he design a universe where his own glory requires the agonizing suffering of billions of people? Here we go again. Let me see. Yeah. This is one of them childlike how babies are born. This is one of them childlike questions again, you know? Yeah. I'll tell you an answer really quick. Yeah, he created the heavens and the earth with truth. He put us on the earth. He gave us the knowledge. We disagreed. We were a single nation. Then we disagreed. Then we divided. Then that's when the bullshit started. Period. We'd all been living in paradise, but after we got the knowledge, envy rose up among us. Envy from one another. Then we divided and became sects in the earth. Some believe, some disbelieve. The more good is, there's more evil here than good, so evil rules the land. But my Lord sends messengers to remind the people who they are. And I'm one of them messengers, a plain warner. It's not high science. This is why people don't respect the Quran, because the Quran does not confuse you. It's clear, Arabic, English, clear words, man. Easy to remember, easy to understand. It's too simple for their difficult, trivial brain to accept. How many scientific, educated ways can you tell somebody to behave? Right question 07. Suffering has kept you alive more times than you are able to count. That's right. It's the same thing with others with possibly devils. You're right, brother. Classy. Clay, you're right. Unknown, but exist. NLT, those accept my commandment and obey. Them are the ones who love me, and because they love me, my love. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Unknown, what's up? Brooke, what's up? Y'all don't understand the Bible at all. Either you passed over where Adam said, I don't know what you're talking about. People die because Adam sinned. Humans, man. People up, JD, man. JD, just in case. Man. They go like, Ronnie Rocks. Hey, Ronnie, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate that, man. I peeped you yesterday. Yeah, like I was saying, hey, man, I'm at 299 on my subscribers, man. I'm about to hit 300. Who want to be my 300? Hosea 11:9. For I am God, not a man, the Holy One in the midst of three. And that is one verse, a consistent theme. God defines himself by what he is not. When the law says I am a man, I will believe it then. But he can say, he can speak, he can make Adam with both his hands. He can speak unto Moses. He can make mountains crumble and and all that. But I'm not saying he's a man. He may have hands, he may have a voice, but I'm not saying he's a man and he came here and all. No. I'm not doing that. When the angels say in the Quran, the likeness of Allah is as light upon light, fire touch it not, light upon light, within a glass, within a pillar, within a blessed olive tree, with the blessed oil of the olive tree, neither west nor east, lit from a blessed olive tree, fire touches it not. This is the parable, well, not a parable, this is the likeness of Allah that the angels are describing. He's light upon light. Vision comprehends him not. He comprehends all vision. Why y'all want to make God a man so much? So y'all can kill him? So you can persecute him? Because everybody that came here who haven't even claimed to be God, but claimed to be his servant, y'all done hog-tied him. The last one you hung on a cross. So he who is hung on a cross, his God is cursed. This is why the Jews wanted that visual of him on a cross, just to say he's cursed. He died on the cross, right? So, but why do y'all want him to be a man so much? So y'all can lie on him, slander him, throw him in jail, kill him? Think about it. Everybody good who came, who tried to make a change in this world and bring the people together, you slew him. This is why y'all want God to be a man so bad? You think he gonna let his creation put him in jail, beat him up? Get the fuck out of here. Out of your goddamn mind. Brother James, you are amazing. You not only seek the truth yourself, but you explain everything point by point. All Muslims should listen to you. Thank you, brother. I do. I try to explain it to the best of my knowledge. I'm not no learned man, homie. I'm just like y'all, dog. From the street, trying to get right. Always had a good heart, but had evil flesh. Always had a good heart, but always got beat with an evil thought. But I was always good. Even when I did wrong, I felt guilt. I knew this wasn't for me. So you know when you're chosen, homie. You know it. And you can rebel and act like you against God all you want because you in pain, man. You in pain. You fucked up. And you think that you fucked up so bad that you can't return. Maybe to Yahweh, yeah. But my Lord, Allah is the Lord of the worlds. He's the merciful. He's the oft returning to mercy. My Lord says, you can leave You can believe and come back. Then you can believe again. But if you leave the third time, you're done. You're done. You can believe in disbelief. You get one chance with that bullshit. Because how can he love a man who believes and accepts, and then a year later he disbelieves? How can he give him a garden? He's like the ocean. He's neither here or nor there. He's in a moderate course. Thank you, Brother Ronnie Rocks, number 6. I really appreciate that, man. You know, there's nobody that's speaking the book like this. And I've been doing this since last July. You can look at my page on me. I got a 2,000 video page. I work on here every day to give my message. I ain't doing it for them. I'm doing it for me because I care for my people. I've always been like this. Me being an orphan, I always gave the love that I always wanted. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It don't matter to me. I'm going to go on regardless because I'm built like that. I'm secure enough to give and not be totally upset when I don't get back. Just like this channel. I'm not getting nothing out of this. But I'm giving constantly every day. What other Muslim on here? What other imam is on here reading you book and giving you insight on his personal life? This is some monumental, groundbreaking ass channel, man. But it's gonna get its due. It's gonna get its due. I'm laying it down hard. And your brother, Ronnie, thank you for telling me that. I haven't had a compliment since I've been on here, besides Damien. But yours is the best one. Thank you, Brother Ronnie. If he could raise Lazarus, he could raise himself. He said he would destroy the temple, which his body, and rebuilt it in 3 days. Yes. But the dumb Jews thought they were talking about the Temple of Solomon. You know what I mean? Brent James. The only thing I would say is leave the foul language alone, especially in the blessed month of Ramadan. It decreases our good deeds. I accept that, brother, and I will stop. I don't like that about myself either. I don't, and I apologize. And not just in the month of Ramadan. I shouldn't curse at all during any months. You know, a man curses when he's not educated, you know, to have the knowledge of the word that he needs to express himself. I'm an educated man. I've educated myself. I know words that can replace the F word and all that. You know what I mean? But you're right. You're right. It's that foul language. And I apologize. And I'll work on that. That's our fault, though, not his. You know, I could say that, and I love you, Christy, for speaking on that. But, you know, in my life, I don't let people dictate how they treat me. I don't treat them back like that just because they treated me like that. I don't never let the outside dictate the inside. Even though y'all may leave disrespectful comments and say disrespectful things, and me speaking back negatively is fair. Still, I know better. I know better. I should be able to read it and just, all right, yeah, I got you, woo, woo, woo. It's my fault when I let it get to me and I start going off the tongue. That's when I let the devil win. So that's my error. It's all my fault. I take total responsibility for what come off my tongue. That's a curse. So excuse me. Y'all don't regulate me. I know how to handle y'all. So I don't know why I cuss to express myself. Forget about him raising himself to the point is how did he even die in the first place when the Bible itself says God is immortal? There's a lot of contradictions, man. When he was dead 3 days, who was running the universe? Good Lord, is right. And my Lord says this in the book. He says, when the day comes, when I kill the, no, he didn't say that. He said, when Jesus, the Messiah, when my judgment comes, who is there to save you? When I choose to destroy the Messiah and his mother, who is there then? Yes, Allah said this, man. Because he knows how y'all worship his messenger. He knows this. This is why he speaks this threatening tone to us. He knows. He knows. I have to pray. Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers. Yeah, the prayer's at 6:30 now. Yesterday I thought it was 5:30, my afternoon, my evening prayer, but we went forward an hour. So evening prayer is at 6:30. Yeah. I do the morning prayer, read for 2 hours and study, pray at midday, pray in the evening. Evening meaning sundown, the end of the day. Then I do my prayer late night in the midnight hour before I get into bed, just in case my Lord keeps my soul in my sleep and I don't return. I want to leave with the prayer. And I read, and my Lord, he says, listen, and if you don't like to pray, if praying hard for you, recite the Quran. It's the same. So you can read like optional. You can read or pray. The goal is to spend time with your Lord, basically. The remembrance of your Lord, okay? Some like to talk. Some have a hard time expressing themselves to the unseen. Some like to read. Some, okay? We are different. He just wants you to remember him every day. A day should not go past and Allah does not cross your mind. That's how it is with me. Brother James, awesome, Brother James. Thank you. Brother Ronnie rocks. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Have faith, not in our works, but his holy work on the cross. Mr. Young, good job. Good job, Young. Come to Islam, okay? Jesus is here, hard body. He waiting for you, Mr. Young. He's waiting for you over here on the green and gold side, land and wealth. He's waiting. Jesus, son of Mary, the Messiah. He's a Muslim. Yeah, he was sent to the Israelites, not the world. Muhammad was sent to the world. Yeah, Muhammad. Ahmad, you know him as the comforter. The paraclete, the comforter that's to come when Jesus goes. He said, I won't leave you aimless. I must go. So the comforter can come, which is Muhammad, Islam. This will lead you to his Father, Allah, the Lord of the worlds. You in the right place for a reason. Take heed. Mr. Young, take heed. I'm speaking to you, Young. This ain't no podcast. This ain't no AI. This flash, baby. I'm talking to you. Don't worship Jesus. Don't do that. Worship Allah, the Lord of Sirius, the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men. All right. Let me see what's up. All right. So I went through all my comments. And I want to thank all y'all for tuning in with me today. And we're going to end it with the prayer. All right. I'm going to speak it in Arabic first, then I'm going to do it in English. So y'all can write it down or know it. You know what I mean? You won't get this on any other channel. They'll start off with the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Then they'll go off into some other joint. But no, not me. Okay, this is my prayer. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyaka nabadu wa iyaka nasta'in, Idina Siratal Mustaqim, Siratal Ladina Anamta Alayhim, Goril Mutubi Alayhim, Wala Dalin, A'udhu Billah Minash Shaitan Irajim. Ameen. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom thine wrath is brought down upon, nor those who go astray. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Ameen. All right. That's the prayer in Arabic and in English. Okay. So let's do a quick recap and then we call it a night. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you tomorrow. We spoke about Iblis, the jinns, the idols, desert Arab, hypocrites, hell, and the evil generation that inherited the book. Yesterday's video was off the chain. Y'all need to see that one. Yesterday's video was about creation, Adam, months with Allah, like months, January, sun and moon, the duty of a messenger, time, how Allah keeps track of time. A day is 1,000 years. The spirit and the angels ascend in 50,000 years. Okay, so yeah, that's what yesterday's lesson was about, creation. Today's lesson was about the evil, hell, Iblis. So we getting all of them on my channel, and all of it is coming out of this book. I want you guys to look at this book. This is the Holy Quran. Size of a hand, okay? Translator, write this name down. This is the best translator. He's not a desert Arab, so he won't be translating it in their flavor, okay? So yeah, this is how they get different, okay? This Maulana Muhammad Ali, he's an Indian from Pakistan, when it was India, before it was called Pakistan. Okay, he's from there. Black brother. Yeah, good brother too. I read up on him, his life, everything. Yeah, it took him 15 years to write this. And the last of it, he wrote on his deathbed, making little revisions. But they got him writing it the last with his hand like this, then he died. And he got hands like me. Like Maulana Muhammad Ali, there's a picture of him on my page in my reels. Deep down in the reels. I got a lot of them. But he's in there. There's a picture of him like this, right over left. Just chilling with his little joint on, you know what I mean? With his little beard, you know what I mean? Chilling, good brother. His translation is the most best. You'll see, Maulana Muhammad Ali, hardback book, green. This is the power. This is the Quran. This is the Quran. All right. Yeah, who cares about the original language? Wrong again, younks. Jesus is the truth. Okay, y'all. The Tooth Fairy, number 7. All right, too. Hey, I want to thank all y'all today for tuning in with me, giving me a chance to express myself and my book. Like and subscribe, join the channel, and become a part of me. You know, we all in this with each other. This ain't no one-man army, homie. We in this together. Okay. One love. Salam. Peace.